this is KRBrickBot, and this is the honest-to-goodness in-character review of the second component of Pentastorm Axe, Fron Police Axe. So, Fron Police Axe, which I think is kind of, Englishization of the Korean language, because this old Fron Police, this is actual Korean Kyongcharcha, is just a Koreanization of police. Police, Kyongcharcha, they're the same word, but somehow they decided to just go with the Koreanization of an English word. And this was released about the same time, just a few weeks before this. Looks like the back of the box is the same for all 5 of these, except the sold separately labeled here, so there's Fron Axe included. Storm Axe sold separately, sold separately, sold separately, sold separately. Pentastorm Axe. Bottom of the box. 2020 May, and the cube was prepared separately. Pretty plain bottom, if you see just the logos and the information. Top of the box. Another stock photo of the axe and the cube chip with the separate cube watch. Okay, now to get this open, it's in an egg cardboard container. Sideways. Sideways. And splayed in a very unusual way. Yeah, he's all splat. And cardboard side girders and easy play, easy packaging, easy recycling. Okay, now to get him back into his actual form. Oh look, the head's even on sideways. What is this? First, the main appeal of this new Fron Police Axe, the articulation. The head is on a ball socket, a little side to side, a little up and down, and the neck is also on a separate joint. So you could have him do that. Double shoulder hinge. Rackety shoulders. An elbow that's not quite 90 on a very long upper arm. Looks really unsightly. To make room for the bicep swivel. Bicep swivels. Leg forward that much. 6 clicks and 2 clicks in the back. The back cable gets in the way. Beautiful non-ratcheted spread. Knees at 90. Thighs, full thighs. Double hinged foot so you can go forward and backward. And an ankle tilt. Ankle tilts. And a waist swivel. Waist swivel. Check out that giant mushroom peg. Dynamic stunts. Superhero landing. And on a standalone objective look, the color scheme works. Predominantly white with police blue and accents of red and yellow. There's very little yellow. But I guess it works on the shoes. Yeah, these really look like shoes now. Little black throughout as well. Pretty policey colors. And some chrome, like all chrome grille with a giant Carbot symbol there and the chrome wheels. And even a chrome interior. You'll see what that is in a moment. His only accessory is this black police baton, which fits in his hand. The hands that are strangely pre-molded to be slightly spread out. Yeah, so he's basically pre-holding a giant shaft in there already. Yeah, just a police stick, nothing else. Now, on to the drawbacks. First, to bring in the facelift Fron Police. Size notwithstanding the aesthetic. As you can see, police door arms. he has police door shoulders. They all fold up pretty nicely in there. They fold up very compact, but this is just splayed out like this. And as such, even though he now has bicep swivels, it kind of gets in the way of the articulation. Okay, basically, if it's straightforward, you have to turn it in a bit. Okay, honestly, that doesn't really hamper that much, but still. Yeah, so straightforward, it just looks like one of those cheap car transformers, just arms and panels, except these have 2 more joints. Also, look at these big sticky outers. These 2 big sticky outers. That's a lot of kibble. Hey, I mean, this old Fron does more with his kibble. Like, it folds up and clicks in there, and the wind shins cleverly form the heels. But what are these? They just dangle. Dangly kibble. Oh yeah, I guess they could fit in that whole tab there, but really not easy to get in there, so... Still, it looks kibbly. Okay, sure. Fron Police Axe is not the only one to have these sticky-outy car kibble doors, but with the other Carbots, the feet were pretty big that pretty much overshadowed those kibbly bits, but he has smaller feet, so those kibbly bits really stick out. Also blocky. He's very blocky torso because he has a hand inside of him. And as such, he kind of looks more generic. He's a pretty generic looking police robot thing instead of this very unique take. Collapsing shoulders and collapsing doors and all sorts of things. And very similar to Technomaster here. The upper side headlight door shoulders. The door arms. The giant hood slab that they can hardly look under. Giant hood slab. Friction only shoulders that could loosen over time. And this is the completely new head sculpt of a completely new head sculpt. They hardly look like the same character, do they? I guess this one is more generic, heroic looking thing because it has a much smoother faceplate instead of this rigid, frowny thingy. And extra fin red. Yes, extra fin red. And yellow. Kind of starry and rigid face. But yeah, the head is so different this time. You just have to believe in name only that this is Fron. This is Fron, the same guy. So are the accessories cross-compatible? Sort of, but not quite. Yeah, this black baton fits nicely in his hand, but the others, I think they're just smidge too big. Just a smidge too big. They fit, but you really have to force it in there. And he can only hold his shield this way, because all the kibble. Okay, now for transformation. Fold that up. And then click that up there. Flip down the head. Clip it all in. Yeah, this is going to be much easier for the kids than the previous Fron. Much easier. Clip, clip, clip. All sorts of clipping. The new police car mode. Also, weapon storage. Adios, Avante! Fron is now a generic police sports car number 93. It is pretty sporty. big silver grille and transparent blue lights, a short spoiler, petrol cap, rear view mirrors right sunken in there, no more rubber clipping off, little door handles for this two-seater apparently, chrome wheels, and painted sirens. Yeah, but this is also a pretty generic police car. This is distinctly a Korean police car with its Korean symbol and Cheongchar. But the only thing that makes this Korean is the color scheme, the blue and yellow. Other than that, it could just pass for any other generic police car in any other country of the world if you take out the yellow and replace it with black. Yep, this is a real downscaling. More like a 1/24 scale with Fron axe here. And a pretty generic back thing. Yeah, so very distinct flavors of Fron. Now to turn him into gauntlet mode, arm mode. No, you don't have to angle the legs actually, just first take out the chest piece, which reveals those chrome bits. I assume these will fold around the Pentastorm's arms. And then just move these arms back on its hinge, and then there are two tabs here. There's the white one and the black one. Just tab the black tab into the hole where the white one was. And there's a separate articulated finger here, so there you go. Gauntlet mode. A very Combiner Kibble gauntlet mode. Kibble. Hey look, he can even hold his own head. He can caress his own head. Also, yeah, it kind of looks unsightly when you fold in the hands like that. Of course, there's no cross-compatibility. Now the million-dollar question. Can he fit in MP10's trailer? Yes, he can. In all honesty, Fron Axe and the other Axe Carbots are a mixed bag. Positives: improved articulation, 3-in-1 functionality for combining, some chrome bling. The downsides are mostly aesthetic-wise, because it's very squarier and chunkier, and Fron has a unique transformation here, but now Fron Axe has the car chest bumper like a whole lot of other cars. And of course, the size. Now, I don't really believe the theory that they're downsized to save plastic. I mean, if they can release this old mold slightly tweaked again in the exact same size, then they can still do it. But I think they just intentionally made it smaller so that it will be in similar size with the original Pentastorm. So in that case, I guess I can forgive the downscaling. But it's definitely going to look out of place and awkward with the other Carbots. Not that much, but there's a size difference. But if Masterpiece scale is your thing, then I suppose these two work pretty well in that scale. And also they could take up less shelf height. And if you want to get this just for the Pentastorm Axe, that's going to be a waiting game and a pricey endeavor. I guess it's either the $250-ish discontinued Pentastorm, or the 50 times 4 times 80, $280 to $300-ish Pentastorm Axe. If it's just going to be for display, the original Pentastorm would be a better display piece, but for play, I guess Pentastorm Axe. And there's still the option of the classic style Fron, or the Amarillo original Fron. It's like a Combiner Wars thing. There's an individual toy of the character and a combiner toy of the character. Though I'm not sure for how long these two will be in stock.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. So until next time, this is KRBrickBot signing off.